Thank you, Presiding Officer. I can't think of a more important issue to speak on as my first speech from the backbenches since 2018, and I'm delighted to be back, but not delighted about the substance of this debate. Because, Presiding Officer, in a debate about conservation, my warning is stark. The rarest species in our coastal areas and our islands will soon become people if these proposals go ahead as planned. And we look at the figures to back that up. The national records of Scotland are clear that all of our coastal areas will see double-digit reductions in population between 2018 and 2044. The Western Isles, Argyll and Bute, Inverclyde. It's people and depopulation that are at greatest risk. And yet, despite that bleak outlook, there are signs of recovery. That recovery is driven in many areas by fishing. Let's look at Tiree. In Tiree, fishing supports 20 full-time jobs that in turn support 25% of the children under the age of 8 years old on the island. And every one of those children are in the Gaelic medium unit. Language, heritage, culture, that is what drives tourism. And yet, sever the lifeline with fishing, you undermine the wider economy. My position in the leadership contest was that I would scrap HPMAs completely if elected. I didn't win. And my job now is to represent my constituents and to navigate a way forward. And I think the statement from the seafood sector, which I believe is to be issued tomorrow, offers a way forward to either drop the proposals or to find a clear consensus, and consensus requires fishermen's voices to be part of that discussion, to find a clear consensus on balancing protections in the marine environment and safeguard tens of thousands of jobs. I was hugely heartened by the comments from the First Minister and indeed from Mary McCallan, who's been exceptional in engaging, that no communities will see HPMAs imposed on them out with their will. The difficulty, of course, is that I haven't come across a single community who do want it. And so I think the challenge will be finding anywhere to impose these HPMAs. I haven't taken interventions because I wanted to use the last minute of my comments to quote the words of a fisherman, because this isn't about taking politicians' words, it's about listening directly to those people. And I want to quote Donald Francis McNeill, who made his singing debut last month with Skippinish in the song Clearances Again. I'm not going to sing it, but you can hear it sung online. He sings, "Donald Francis McNeill is my name. I'm a fisherman through to the bone. I've lived by the creel and the wave to provide for a family and home. Generations before me have followed the toil and the call of the seas, but the soul will be torn from our future and the heart from the Hebrides. My people, my language, my island, and the rights that our forefathers won to remain on the soil of our homeland by the sweep of a pen will be gone. A wrecking ball through our existence, tradition and culture condemned at the hands of the arrogant stranger, the clearances over again. But we'll join with the kin of our coastline, from Ness to the Holy Isle, faceless grey suits from the cities. They will not play games with our lives. My song marks a fight for survival, a mayday call we cry. We will stand for the rights of our children. We will not let our islands die." May that be the rallying call, Presiding Officer, for this Parliament.